Hello, welcome to Cricket Analyst, Crazy Cricket Analyst. This is our first video, and today we are discussing about the Big Bash League, which is happening in Australia right now. The 2020-2021 Big Bash League. Tomorrow's match is between Sydney Thunders and Perth Scorchers at Canberra. Canberra is the home ground of Sydney Thunders this time. Last year it was Sydney ground, which was the home ground of Sydney Thunders. So tomorrow's match, which is happening on 22nd December at 1:45 p.m. Indian Standard Time, let's discuss about Sydney Thunders and Perth Scorchers, who all could be the potential match winners and where the result could actually turn. At present, Sydney Thunders have played 2 matches. Perth Scorchers have also played 2 matches. Sydney Thunders have played their both matches at the same ground where the match is happening tomorrow, that is Canberra. They have won one game and they have lost one game. Currently, they do have 3 points from the one win, Sydney Thunders, and they are at 6th position right now out of the 8 teams. Perth Scorchers, they have also played 2 matches. They have lost one match, and one match was of no result because of the rain. So they have 2 points out of the 2 matches they played, and currently they are placed behind Sydney Thunders at the second last position, which is 7th position. Now let's discuss, or let's see what happened in the last 5 matches between Sydney Thunders and Perth Scorchers. Sydney Thunders have won 4 matches out of the 5 they have played against each other. And if you look at this season, Sydney Thunders last match was on December 14th at the same ground. It was against Brisbane Heat, and they won by 4 wickets, chasing 179 runs. So they have chased both the matches, and they have lost one match, and they have won the match against Brisbane Heat, which was the last match. And it is quite obvious that they might retain the same team which they played against Brisbane Heat. So they reached the target of 179 runs in 18.5 overs against Brisbane Heat on December 14th. Thanks to Daniel Sam's all-round ability, he performed with 2 wickets of 4 overs for 32 runs, and he also smashed 65 runs of 25 balls with 7 sixes and 3 fours. He batted at number 7, that is to be noted. So if you look at the bowling of Sydney Thunders, you should know that the main 5 bowlers who could finish off 4 overs are Chris Green, who played both the matches. He's a spinner. He is predominantly known for his spin bowling rather than his batting, though he is considered as an all-rounder in Dream 11 team. So he took 1 wicket against the match of Brisbane Heat, which they won, but he let away 42 runs of 4 overs. He bowled 4 overs though. And Jonathan Cook, who took 2 wickets of 4 overs, he is a consistent performer in the last 2 matches. He gave away only 31 runs in the 4 overs that he bowled. And McAndrew is a new inclusion who actually bowled 3 overs and took 1 wicket of just 36 runs. Nathan McAndrew has bowled in both the matches 3 overs, so he is expected to bowl 3 to 4 overs for sure. Daniel Sams, who is the star performer for Thunders, he took 2 wickets in the last match against Brisbane Heat, and he bowled 4 overs and he gave away only 32 runs with an economy rate of just 8. Tanveer Sangha has bowled 4 overs, didn't got any wicket, but he gave away very less number of runs. So his economy rate is really good if you consider the last match and also the first match which they lost. Against Melbourne Stars in the first match, that match also Thunders chased a target of 170, but they were only able to get 147 for 9 in 20 overs. The notable performance again from bowling side, it was from Cook, who took 1 wicket, Sams took 2 wickets, Green took 2 wickets, McAndrew took 1 wicket. Tanveer Sangha got 2 wickets in 4 overs. He also gave away very less number of runs. His economy rate was around 5.14, which is great in this format. The notable players in this team includes Usman Khwaja, Alex Hales, Callum Ferguson, Alex Rose, Baxter Holt, who is a wicket keeper. Now comes the all-rounders Ben Cutting, Daniel Sams, Chris Green, and now come the bowlers Nathan McAndrew, Jonathan Cook, and Tanveer Sangha. It is expected that they will retain the same team. If you look at the batting point of view, that top order: Usman Khwaja, Alex Hales, Callum Ferguson, and Alex Rose. That top four, they are consistent performers. Usman Khwaja has not been able to score as expected in the last two matches. He was out for single digit scores. Alex Hales scored 46 runs against Melbourne Stars, and Ferguson scored a 54 runs to be precise, and Rose also scored an 18 run in the first match against Melbourne Stars at the same ground. And against the Brisbane Heat match, against Brisbane Heat, which they won, it was all because of Daniel Sam's ability to score. He scored 65 runs of 25 balls. So he is one of the main stars that you need to consider in your Dream 11 team or any other betting team. So if you ask me, I will actually go with, if you look at these teams, I will actually go with Hales, Ferguson, Khwaja, and Rose are the main batting stars. Sams and Green would be my all-rounders if you consider only this team, because I'm not including Ben Cutting because he is not been bowling. Actually, he has not bowled last two matches. In last two matches, he bowled only 1 over in the first match. The last match which they won, he has not bowled at all, and the batting wise also he is not in good form right now. So I have not included Ben Cutting in my team, though he is a star considering this lineup. And my bowling lineup will certainly include Tanveer Sangha, who has actually bowled very economically and took 2 wickets in the first match. Unfortunately, he didn't get any wicket in the last match, but bowled very beautifully. Jonathan Cook and Nathan McAndrew are good options of fast bowling. So overall, if you look, I would say Sams is the main performer here. Green is expected to take wickets, but he is not expected to bat as good as an all-rounder. So Sams is the best all-rounder from this team, and I would say next I would select Hales and Ferguson. Hales is in good form, I believe. In the first match he scored 46. The last match he hasn't scored well. Hales, I would tell you about Hales a little more towards the last section of this. And Khwaja and Rose is yet to perform, but Khwaja, look out for Khwaja and Ferguson, expected to do well in this match as well. If you look at Scorchers, they have only played one full match. The other match was actually, the first match was actually the second match was against Melbourne Stars, was of no result because batting first, Scorchers, Perth Scorchers scored 158 for 6. Thanks to Colin Munro's 49 of 36 balls, Joe Clark's 16 ball 34 runs with 3 sixes, and Ashton Turner's 39 runs of 17 balls with 5 sixes. And the notable performance in the bowling, which is early for 1.1 overs, gave away 10 runs. And if you look at the bowling, Jai Richardson's 1 wicket in the first ball, it was the best figures. So if you look at that particular batting order, it is Josh Inglis, Colin Munro, Joe Clark, Mitchell Marsh at number 4, Ashton Turner at number 5. Unfortunately, Cameron Bancroft is batting at number 6 in the last 2 matches. He should actually bat little up. Aaron Hardy at number 7, Jai Richardson, Andrew Ty, Behrendorff, and Fawad Ahmad are the bowling unit. Against Melbourne Renegades, they scored only 130 runs in 20 overs, which Renegades chased in 16.3 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. So I would say the bowling wise, if you look at Jai Richardson is the star of bowling. In the first match he scored, he actually took 2 wickets. Last match he took only one ball he bowled and he took 1 wicket, which was an LBW. Marcus Stoinis is getting LBW. He is also very economical. In the first match he bowled 3.3 overs and gave away only 20 runs and took 2 wickets. Fawad Ahmad, obviously very veteran in this lineup, and he is known for his variations. 3 overs, 22 runs and a wicket. Ty and Behrendorff also bowled 4 overs, but they didn't get wicket against Melbourne Renegades. So if you look at these two teams playing against each other, I would say if you look at the last season, The notable performances was from Sams and Hales, and it is expected that at the home ground, Sydney Thunders will win against Perth Scorchers. And the last season, two matches which was played against each other, Hales was a notable performer. In the first match at Sydney, I believe he scored 47 odd, and the second match at Perth, he scored 85. So, and also if you look at Josh Inglis in the Scorchers lineup, he has scored against Sydney Thunders in the last season. He scored 50, and Munro is in form, so we cannot omit Munro from the team. And certainly Fawad Ahmad and Jai Richardson are wicket taking bowlers. So if you actually consider making a team in any of the betting sites, I would say go with maximum of Sydney Thunder players. I would say you should select in the batting unit Hales for sure. You can expect Khwaja to be the dark horse because he has not performed in the last two matches, expected to perform in this match for sure. From the other team, you can take from Scorchers team, you can take Colin Munro and Josh Inglis, who are the openers. Joe Clark is a good option, who bats at number 3. I would certainly not pick Mitchell Marsh for this match because Marsh has recovered from the injury which he got in IPL last season, which concluded recently. He has not bowled a single ball till now in Big Bash, so he is only considered as a batsman in this team, so I will not take him as an all-rounder. Ashton Turner is a good batsman, but he is expected to bowl at a maximum of 2 overs only. Cameron Bancroft, because he is batting so low in the Perth Scorchers batting lineup in the last 2 matches, I wouldn't go with him. Aaron Hardy is expected to bowl very less number of overs, maximum 2 overs only, so I wouldn't go with him. So my 2 options from the top 5-6 batsmen would be Josh Inglis and Colin Munro for sure. Joe Clark can be also taken if you think that Scorchers can go ahead with the batting order, or maybe if the Scorchers is having a chance. So I will actually prefer Hales, Ferguson, Khwaja and Rose if you're looking at Sydney Thunders, and Josh Inglis and Colin Munro from Scorchers batsmen. So among these 6 batsmen, I would give maximum weightage to Hales, Colin Munro, Khwaja and Ferguson. All-rounders, there is no question of having a confusion here. I will not select Mitchell Marsh and Ben Cutting as they are not bowling right now, or maybe Cutting has bowled only 1 over in the first game. So I would go with Daniel Sams, and if you want one more all-rounder, I would say you should go with Ashton Turner, who could bowl 2 overs and bat also. He also bats at number 5. Chris Green is a good option, but he is not a good option as an all-rounder. He is a good bowler though. Among the bowlers, I will go with my first option would be Jai Richardson from Perth Scorchers. Second option would be Jonathan Cook. Third option will be Tanveer Sangha. Fourth option will be Nathan McAndrew or Andrew Tye. So these are the players with which whom I will actually go forward with these matches, and my captain and vice captain for this team will be Daniel Sams and Alex Hales. I am predicting a Sydney Thunders win at Canberra at their home ground. Thank you. Please do subscribe my channel. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you dislike the video, please dislike the video, and let me know in the comments as well how we can improve.